Alright, so first off, it's been 2 weeks since I've made a video. I hate the fact that it's been that long. Life and work just become insane. So I apologize for that. But anyway, gun control and the gun control debate. It's back, and it shouldn't be. It's been over for as long as I can remember, but if there was any doubt that the gun control debate has to be over, this past year should have made that obvious. Whether it was Antifa destroying businesses and property to the tune of several billions of dollars, or if it was governors acting like nothing short of authoritarian dictators. The gun control debate is done. You must have robust means of defending yourself against those who would do you harm. That need was put on full display. And it's weird because I, like probably all of you, have had plenty of conversations and debates in my life about gun control, and of course at some point we bring up the fact that the right to own a gun, even an assault rifle, whatever that is for self-defense. And sure, you should be able to hunt too, but the crux and the core of why it's so important is to arm the last line of defense against a tyrannical government. Usually at that point you get the eye rolls and people proclaiming that that's just crazy. The government in the United States won't ever go tyrannical, all that kind of stuff. At which point I'd usually just bring up FDR and what he did to 120,000 Japanese Americans, throwing them into internment camps. Sorry, but those Japanese Americans had every right in the book to pick up whichever firearm they could and point it back at the government and say, no, I'm not going with you in that van. I'm not going to that internment camp. I haven't been accused, put on trial, or convicted of any crime. You're not going to do this. It doesn't mean that they would win the fight, but they have the absolute right to do exactly that. Pick up a gun, point it back at the government. And you're not going to take away the more effective guns at giving people like that a fighting chance. It's always struck me as odd also because it's usually people on the left arguing for the gun control, and these are the same people saying that Bush was literally Hitler, Trump is literally Hitler, cops are acting like thugs, U.S. has the highest rate of prisoners, throwing people into jail for marijuana, authoritarian government disallowing gays from getting married, etc., etc. And okay, we could for sure find a lot of agreement in a lot of that. But therein lies my point, that your usual rhetoric strongly indicates that you agree with the sentiment that government can and often does become more and more tyrannical, which is exactly my point as to why we need the guns, so I rest my case. And if during this past year people can't see how needed guns are to defend yourself, your family, and your property, then I just don't know what planet you've been on. It isn't even history yet, and people forget the disturbingly Orwellian road we've gassed it down. Wasn't it less than a year ago that de Blasio in New York urged people to snap photos of other citizens who are violating any sort of guidelines so you could send it to a number and police would be there shortly? If a few too many people were standing a bit too close to each other in public, you might have cops descending on you in no time. That type of behavior from a government is far more dangerous in a totalitarian sense than any legal gun could possibly ever be. No one denies that guns can be used in an evil or sick manner. Of course that's true. But it pales in comparison to what you get with a government that learns that they can do things a bit more authoritarian than what they otherwise previously thought they could get away with. And it is magnitudes worse when you have sheepish citizens applauding the government while it does this. We need guns for precisely what we've been seeing over the past year. So anyway, people are talking about gun control, and I'm scratching my head as to why. This debate is over with. Government and the far left nutcases have oddly enough illustrated perfectly the reasons why everyone has the right to defend themselves by whatever means they deem necessary. But anyway, that's all for now. Like, subscribe, share this video with anyone you can. I am really going to try and ramp up the amount of videos I make. Again, like I said at the very beginning, I really hate the fact that it's been 2 weeks since I've made a video, but again, it's just life and work become overwhelming, and you know, it is what it is. But anyway, if you share this video, it's a massive help. Take it easy.